Hello again. I'm Simon Taylor, and I thought I'd continue reading about Wordsworth's childhood from the 1799 two-part Prelude. Ere I had seen 8 summers, and 'twas in the very week when I was first transplanted to thy vale, beloved Hawkshead, when thy paths, thy shores and brooks were like a dream of novelty to my half-infant mind, I chanced to cross one of those open fields which, shaped like ears, make green peninsulas on Esthwaite Lake. Twilight was coming on, yet through the gloom I saw, distinctly on the opposite shore, beneath a tree and close by the lakeside, a heap of garments, as if left by one who there was bathing. Half an hour I watched, and no one owned them. Meanwhile, the calm lake grew dark, with all the shadows on its breast, and now and then a leaping fish disturbed the breathless stillness. The succeeding day there came a company, and in their boat, sounded with iron hooks and with long poles. At length, the dead man, mid that beauteous scene of trees and hills and water, bolt upright rose with his ghastly face. I might advert to numerous accidents in flood or field, quarry or moor, or mid the winter snows, distresses and disasters, tragic facts of rural history that impressed my mind with images to which in following years far other feelings were attached, with forms that yet exist with independent life, and like their archetypes, know no decay. There are in our existence spots of time with which distinct preeminence retain a fructifying virtue, whence, depressed by trivial occupations and the round of ordinary intercourse, our minds, especially the imaginative power, are nourished and invisibly repaired. Such moments chiefly seem to have their date in our first childhood. I remember well, 'tis of an early season that I speak, the twilight of rememberable life, while I was yet an urchin, who scarce could hold a bridle. With ambitious hopes I mounted, and we rode towards the hills. We were a pair of horsemen. Honest James was with me, my encourager and guide. We had not travelled long, ere some mischance disjoined me from my comrade, and through fear, dismounting, down the rough and stony moor I led my horse, and stumbling on, at length came to a bottom where in former times a man, the murderer of his wife, was hung in irons. Mouldered was the gibbet mast. The bones were gone, the iron and the wood. Only a long green ridge of turf remained, whose shape was like a grave. I left the spot, and reascending the bare slope, I saw a naked pool that lay beneath the hills, the beacon on the summit, and more near a girl who bore a pitcher on her head, and seemed with difficult steps to force her way against the blowing wind. It was, in truth, an ordinary sight, but I should need colours and words that are unknown to man to paint the visionary dreariness which, while I looked all round for my lost guide, did at that time invest the naked pool, the beacon on the lonely eminence, the woman and her garments, vexed and tossed by the strong wind.